Okay, so this is the noise gate section. What we would be doing here is we'd be adjusting the minimum floor. I'm going to bring up a different channel just so we have an input. And you can see this little blue dot is dancing all over the screen. That is the current input level. Now I have an iPod hooked up to this, so it's a pretty hot output. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit, just so we can see it. And it's just muted right now, so it doesn't override my voice here. And you're going to see that blue dot begin to move kind of downward. Okay, so this might be the typical, like, let's say an input off of a bass guitar. Bass guitar particularly have a tendency to be noisy when they're not in use, and in general they can create a ground loop. It's pretty common. But what you can do here, so that when it's talking or when it's making noise and you don't want it to, is all I'm going to do is I'm just going to activate it. You see I had to click down on the device, and I'm just going to move it up slowly. And now anything below that line, if I were to unmute this, you're not going to hear anything coming out of the mains. Now you notice you'll still hear stuff coming out of the monitors. If I go down below the threshold, you can kind of hear it cutting in and out. So you got to get it just right. Otherwise, you're going to have a little stop and start and stutter and stop and start, and it's not going to be very pleasant at all. But if you get that threshold set just right, then you don't have anything to worry about. Now there are several settings on here. I'm not going to go deep into this, but there's your attack, your hold, your release, and your range. Now you may see in the bottom right hand corner here there's a little number 1 and 2. That's how we flip through pages. So if there's a number 1, 2, it means there's more information that you can enter in. There's your key frequency, your slope, and your key source. And that can just adjust at what point it kicks on for its noise gate.